Hello and welcome to my channel. Today's video is going to be a lot of fun. We're going to be talking about one of the body mods that I got, and I already made a video on my tongue split. So this video right here is going to be about the zero gauge conch punch through my ear, and yeah, we're going to get straight into it because there's a good amount of information for this one. And both of these videos, the tongue split and my ear one, are going to have updates later on. This one's not too much of a Q&A. The Q&A is going to be later on in the months. This is what my ear looks like. That is a hole, like right through my ear. That's a hole. Here is purely cosmetic. I wanted to have a really nice piece of jewelry going through it, which you guys will see later on in the months. Me getting a piece of jewelry in there, which is the whole reason I got it, but I have to wait. I have to be patient right now. It is not something that you can get reversed. This is cartilage in your ear, and surprise, you cannot put back cartilage. Cartilage does not grow back. Once it's gone, it's gone. Where I got it done, who did it. This is actually done by the same person that did my elf ear point. I do have a video on that as well. I have the whole series completely healed and everything. So basically, 𝓛𝓲𝓷𝓴𝓼. voncyborg. The cyborgs that did my ears as well as my tongue. In case you guys don't know, the cyborgs, they are traveling artists who basically come to you to do the body mods. So basically how you contact them, I have explained this before, but you email them, they give you a consultation, you send them photos, they give you a price, and then you set up an appointment if you want, and then they will come out, see you, you get it done on that day, and you keep on notifying them throughout the time, keeping them updated on Aftercare, everything. If you have any questions, then you can just ask them. So there's two of them. There is 𝓛𝓲𝓷𝓴𝓼 and Aneta. Aneta helps you throughout it, and she's very supportive for you, so it's just amazing. I love both of them. They work really hard. They're great people. I have said this so many times throughout the other videos, but I really appreciate what they do for the industry and the body mod industry, and they're just so beautiful and pure, and I give them a little care package because I'm pretty sure that would be the last time I would ever see them, which makes me really sad, unless I go to Spain sometime and get something extra done. We'll see. And, you know, they were really sweet. Both of them, especially for the tongue split part, they were so kind and patient with me, and the procedures went by really fast. But talking about procedures, I think we're done talking about who did it and everything like that. Let's go ahead and go into the procedure for my ear. Now when you get there, they're gonna go ahead and give you a consultation. They're gonna tell you everything with their ear, and I'll go over that later on. You walk into the room that is completely sterile, everything's good, and they're going to tape up any of the hair that you have around your ear. So this honestly is like one of the most painful parts. They tape it up in the back so your hair's out of the way, and then they look at your ear. You guys talk about size, placement, everything like that. You should honestly, they told you about size before you got it done, by the way, but you talk about the size, the placement, just in case in person they don't think they can really do that size, but they got my size down throughout the photos. They were just like, you can go to a 0, and I'm like, awesome. Perfect. So then you go ahead and sit on the bench, you lay back, and they're going to keep you coordinated with all the angles and everything. You're not going to be looking at anything, so don't even worry about that. Also, for pain, I know whenever I talk about these extreme body mods that I get, do not worry about pain. The only pain and the only part you need to worry about for all these procedures that I get is after the procedure. That's when it starts settling in, and we'll talk more about that later. But for right here in the procedure, don't worry about pain whatsoever. Don't even feel it. It's cool. It's fine. A little sting here and there, and you're fine. But one thing I really want to talk about is basically they were really holding my ear still, because for something like this, when they're punching your ear, you want to be very still. So basically, just saying calm, relax. You feel the tool go up to your ear, which is basically just this really big needle. I don't know else how to describe it. It looks terrifying, but believe me, you're not going to be looking at this or anything like that, so do not be scared. I know it looks like it's a lot, but it's totally fine. So they set it up against my ear. I felt them keep it all nice and still, and he set the tool and just did it. That was it. and it was a nice pop. I really want to talk about that pop. For some reason, I didn't like mentally prepare myself for that, so I laughed. I laughed at it, and I'm so sorry if that seems really creepy to Sapa and Aneta. I'm so sorry. But the pop was really funny to me because I forgot that cartilage pops. I don't know why I forgot that, but like when it happened, I was like, oh wow, okay, like that was really loud. So yeah, then they just suture you up. They get little sutures and put some stitches in you, and they go all the way around your ear. This is the only part that takes some time. Then if you're getting your other ear done, same thing happens to it, and that's it. The procedure's done. Woo! You know, super basic. You know, they clean you, they hold it, they pop it, they stitch you up, they clean you up, and then they rip that tape right off your face and your hair, and you're good to go for it. It's really cool, simple, easy. I basically got this done. There's a lot of ways that you can get this done. You don't have to go to Sapa. But since I was saying Sapa anyway for my tongue split, I was like, we'll just throw this in. Like, why not? We'll get it done. Like, I've been planning it for like years and years. So it's about time that I just get it done. I just want to talk about right when I got home. Of course, I had to deal with my tongue split, which was, oh God, that is an adventure. Once again, I will have a video on that, but that one is a huge adventure, and just having my ears done on top of that, it added a little bit more annoyance, shall I say, to the healing. I wasn't very happy. All the pain came in quite fast, so I'm sure if you just get your ears done, you know, pain, discomfort, throbbing, that's about it. But since I got my tongue split as well, I would like to say that maybe I exaggerate a little bit and I was a little bit more of a baby, but I would say overall the pain from my ears, it was like a 5 out of 10, and it stayed there. That's the thing that really bothered me about it, and it had that throbbing. So basically for 3 days straight, even with the ibuprofen, the painkillers that I took and all that, the pain never went away and the throbbing never went away. It helps my tongue for sure. Like, all of that helped my tongue, but for my ears, the throbbing, I don't know what it was with that, but that like really bothered me. From day 1 to day 3, it was just throbbing. When I was trying to sleep in the middle of the night, like, oh my God. For me, that was just like annoying, just that constant pain and throbbing. It's like, ugh. So that's the only thing I have to say about that. That's like the worst part of all of it. Getting the stitches out was really bad. So maybe the second worst part, just right under it. For aftercare, when you get home, basically the next day, or actually I think the night that I got it done. So basically, since I got my tongue done at the same time as my ear, I had to be in bed like all the time, like no moving around at all. So basically, whenever I would go in the shower to soak it, like how I did with my elf ears, it was a little bit rough for me. It was a little bit rough, but basically I would just get in the shower and just stand there and let the water hit the back of my ear and just let it just run on it for like a minute, 2 minutes, and then I would turn around and let the water run on the front of the hole for 1 minute or 2 minutes, and you know, anything like that. Basically, it'll really soak it, and for when you remove the stitches, you don't want a lot of scabs on it, but you don't want to remove the scabs. You want them to naturally fall off. You don't want to be like picking at them or anything like that, so make sure you avoid doing that. But just soak them in the shower. The scabs will just naturally fall off. And once I got out of the shower, I would just do a sea salt soak. I also had H2 Ocean, the spray, and a really big reminder is keep other products out of it. This should be obvious. This is something that you do with piercings, shampoo, hair dye. Don't be dyeing or bleaching your hair until like your ears are all good to go. For my ears, I wasn't able to dye my hair or bleach it a month after, so keep that in mind with this as well. Also, you're going to be wanting to keep, if you have your ears or your lobes stretched, make sure you keep it very, very, very clean. And when I was sleeping, I left them in, but they were always clean, like super clean, because you do not want an infection whatsoever. Do not be a nasty, do not be lazy. It is so simple. Keep it clean. You should be doing this, whether you have a hole in your ear or not. Keep them clean. With products, keep them clean. Nothing hairspray, facial products, whatever it is, keep it out of there. Shower, sea salt soaks, once the stitches are out, bio oil, that's it. Like, that's all you need. Just leave it there. The whole 10 days that I was healing at my ear, I didn't really pet my dog at all. I would like pet him every now and then wash my hands like twice. But I kept everything super clean, especially pillowcases and where you're going to be resting. For sleeping, I do want to talk about that. Since I got my tongue split at the same time, I had to sleep straight up, just like when I got my nose done, and I couldn't move left or right because my ears. So basically, I just slept for the first like week, just straightforward, just sleeping slightly like back a little bit, and that's how I slept for the first week. Once I got the sutures out for my tongue, I was finally able to sleep on my back. Ugh, it's so good. I still use the airplane pillow, basically that U-shaped pillow, and I just put my ear right in the hole, and yeah, you get used to it over time. And I had some good practice because I had my ears pointed, and for a whole year I slept with the airplane pillow. So I already had a pretty good head start, but yeah, basically gonna use that for months. Like months and months and months because I don't feel comfortable sleeping on it just yet. But I do want to say that I was able to wear my headset quite early because I have a good amount of space in here. If you have one of the headsets where it is very small, skinny, tight, or a closed headset, this is an open headset. Basically what that means is if there's someone in the room and I'm wearing this, I can hear them coming into the room or talking to me. Where in a closed headset, if someone came in the room and you're trying to talk to them and they don't hear you, that's usually a closed headset. So open headsets are like the only ones I would recommend. Also earbuds, obviously a no, because that would be touching right on the hole. But you want to make sure that your headsets are clean. But yeah, basically all you want to do, don't touch it, no pressure, no products, all that stuff. I didn't wear wigs for a really long time. I waited 10 days basically until I took out the stitches. I had someone take out the stitches for me. So Sampa, when you get it done, he will tell you like who you can go to around you to get them taken out. So let's go and talk about that. But that basically talks all about the aftercare. First 3 days, throbbing and pain all over, and then the rest of the 10 days, really not that bad. You will be experiencing bruising, so go through the phase of like being purple and blue, green, yellow. Yellow is basically when it starts to get out of that phase. In the back, I did get a bump, but that's basically, it's such a small place and the swelling has to go somewhere. So basically, it'll swell up a little bit, and then the back of your ear, you'll have a little lump. So here's the hole, and then you'll have like this little lump on top of it. So back there is gonna feel really weird and tender, especially for the first 10 days or even for the first like 2 weeks. The back of it was very tender. So you wanna be very delicate and light with it. Basically after every shower, I would also clean my entire ear and around it, just so nothing would even bother it. And I had my hair up for 10 days, making sure that nothing was even touching it. Once you hit the wonderful 10-day mark, you are able to get those stitches out, and it's so good. But actually sitting down and getting them taken out, it's very painful, especially if there's still some scabs. I had some scabs in. That was my least favorite part. I had scabs on my ears still, and when he was taking them out, he did really, really well. He did it just consistently, like I was going through pain and all of that, but I just kept on pushing through. He basically got all of it out within like 5 minutes. He got all the stitches out, scabs, everything like that. But I will say that it's not fun, so be prepared for that. It's like a 7 out of 10 on the pain scale for that. And then once your stitches are out, you can start using a bio oil, and just, I get a Q-tip, put some bio oil on my clean hand, get a Q-tip, and just go on the inside, the room, the back, all of that. That's basically gonna be for scarring, and you can just keep doing that. I do it about morning and night, and that's basically everything. Now for the fun part, jewelry. I have to wait 1 month before I can start wearing jewelry. As the months continue, you can start to wear heavier jewelry in there, of course. But I believe that's everything for the ears that I have to update you guys on. I will have a later update when they are healed. It won't take too long to heal them. but it does not affect my hearing whatsoever, and it'll be healed around 6 months or so. So yeah. I do also want to bring up that they have their own jewelry site. It is down below if you want to check it out. Yes, I do want to say thank you so much to the Cyborgs for giving me these wonderful body mods and blessing my body. I really appreciate it. But yeah, all their links will be down below for their jewelry site and everything about them. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you next time. Bye. Pew.